Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Week 6 of the Ohio High School Athletic Association football season. It's homecoming tonight at CVCA, and this is CVCA Livestream's coverage of CVCA Royals football, simulcast this evening on NFHS Network and the CVCA Livestream YouTube page. My name is Tim Nichols, and it's a pleasure to be back with you tonight. In just a moment, we're going to turn the audio over to CVCA public address announcer L.T. Newland, who is set to present this year's Royals homecoming court. But first, both teams exiting the field, the Triway Titans, the guests of honor tonight, and they are exiting the field. The Royals yet to finish up their pregame warm-ups. The theme tonight, it's Glow Up. The tagline is shining bright under neon lights. A little bit of the Royal shine was dulled last week as CVCA went on the road for the first time this year, and they fell to the high-powered Canton South Wildcats 56-28. But they will look to polish off the Triway Titans here tonight in the annual homecoming game. Crowd is filing in. A homecoming alumni gathering of roughly 500 people set to descend on Royal Stadium in the west end zone. But right now, we're ready for L.T. Newland to take it away to introduce tonight's homecoming court for 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight to Royal Stadium for the special evening of Homecoming 2023. Tonight we'd like to take a minute to honor the CVCA Homecoming Court. Please direct your attention to the track as I read the names and bios of the Homecoming Court for 2023. Representing the sophomores, Bailey Carroll. Bailey's escorted by Michelle Baez and Jude and Holly Carroll. As a sophomore at CVCA, Bailey's a member of the cheerleading squad. She's also a member of Grace Church and volunteers for Feed My Starving Children. She's a member of the high school worship band and First Impressions. In her free time, she enjoys hanging out with friends, playing the piano, and working with children. For Bailey, college is unknown at the time, but she'd like to major in psychology and become a counselor in a school setting. Congratulations, Bailey. Sophomore Joey Kopek, escorted by Joseph Kopek and Stacy Kopek. Joey plays football, basketball, and is a member of the track and field team. He lettered in all three sports his freshman year and was awarded the CVCA Mighty Royal Award for that accomplishment. He enjoys lifting weights and being outside. He loves the Lord and enjoys serving at his church, Liberty Valley, and listening to Dr. Kent Habit, known as Dr. Dino. He was first team all-conference, first team all-district, second team all-state last year in football and track for his 4x200 relay that made it to states. Joey's been offered a scholarship to play football at the University of Akron, but is still deciding about a major and where he will attend college after graduating from CVCA. Congratulations, Joey. Representing the junior class, Amy Grace Beebe. Amy Grace is escorted by Byron and Susan Beebe. She's a member of the varsity tennis team and track and field. She's the captain of the 2023 tennis team and has been to districts for tennis in both her freshman and sophomore years. Amy Grace also qualified last year for states with her 4x800 relay team. She's a student ambassador and on the high honor roll, a member of the worship team here at CVCA, and also a member of the team that went to Philadelphia this summer for a missions trip. She likes baking and hanging out with friends in her free time. She is currently undecided about where she will attend college. Congratulations, Amy Grace. Gabby Wilcox is escorted by Mark and Danielle Wilcox. Gabby is a member of the lacrosse team and is a student ambassador and was a mentor for Jumpstart this year. She's on the honor roll and is part of the National Honor Society. In her free time, Gabby enjoys going shopping, binging Netflix, cooking, and baking. She also likes to play golf. Gabby is also part of the travel lacrosse team and a member of Christ Community Chapel. Gabby is currently undecided about her future college plans. Congratulations, Gabby. Also representing the juniors, Alex Cook. Alex is escorted by Chad and Kelly Cook. Alex is the team captain for the robotics team. The robotics team has been a Denver regional qualifier for the past 6 years. Alex is also a member of the varsity tennis team, a member of the Urban Agriculture Club, and student ambassador, and part of the Douglas Core 4. During his time at CVCA, Alex has been on the high school high honor roll. He enjoys playing guitar and singing, beach volleyball, and spike ball. He attends Riverwood Chapel. In his future plans, he hopes to study biomedical engineering at MIT. Congratulations, Alex. Junior Ryan Weehee. Ryan is escorted by Steve and Rebecca Weehee. Ryan is a member and spends time volunteering at church and being with her family. Avery has not decided where she'll attend college yet, but is interested in majoring in either statistics or data analytics. Congratulations, Avery. Senior Desi Cafanteris is escorted by Gus and Julia Cafanteris. Desi's been a member of the swim team all 4 years of high school. She's also a member of the lacrosse team and was a part of the Dominican Republic mission trip this summer. She likes to hang out with her family and friends, and she attends Liberty Valley Church. Desi's planning on attending Liberty University in the fall and plans to study exercise science. Congratulations, Desi. Senior Grace Kopek is escorted by Joseph Kopek II and Stacy Kopek. Grace is a member of the football cheerleading squad and is captain of the squad this year. She's also a member of the lacrosse team and was the captain in 2023 and will be captain again this year. She's a student ambassador, part of the DR mission trip team. She's danced competitively for 16 years and taught for 3. She's a mentor to younger students and will be attending Liberty University in the fall to study elementary education with the aspiration of becoming a kindergarten teacher. Congratulations, Grace. Senior Ty Bova. Ty is escorted by Gregory and Tara Bova. Ty has been a member of the football team and track team for 4 years. He's been captain of the football team for the last 2 and captain of the track team this past spring. Ty is the president of the National Honor Society as well as co-president of the basketball club. Outside of school activities, Ty enjoys hanging out with friends and running. He's involved at Redemption Chapel, and the CCC youth group is served 8th grade to Prepare to Believe trip and the 6th grade Ignition group. Ty's current plans, he's excited to attend college in the fall, yet undecided of where he's going to go. Congratulations, Ty. Senior Hayden Grant, escorted by Ralph and Rebecca, a 1989 alum. Hayden is a multi-sport athlete, participating in football, basketball, track and field. He also went to States for track his freshman year. Hayden's a member of the School of Ministry and was a 6th grade Ignition leader this past fall. Outside of CVCA, Hayden is a Special Olympics volunteer and works with Empower Sports during the winter. He's involved in his church youth group, really enjoys being around his older brothers, listening to music, playing all kinds of sports, and considers himself a humorous and loyal person, someone who loves to meet new people. Hayden's not 100% where he's going next year, but he has applied to the United States Air Force Academy. Congratulations, Hayden. Senior Ricky Levac, escorted by Randy and Debbie Levac. Ricky's a member of the football team, 3-year letter winner and captain of the team this season. In the 2022 season, Ricky was first team all-conference, first team all-district, and all-Ohio honorable mention. He was also voted the Bronze Boot Award winner by his teammates. He's a 3-year letter winner in basketball. He was a part of the Dominican Republic mission trip this summer. Also a member of the School of Business and Entrepreneurship. In his free time, Ricky plays guitar, lifts weights, and helps Empower Sports over the past 2 years, attends his church youth group, and is volunteer at the Haven of Rest. Ricky plans to play football at the next level and major in something related to business. Congratulations, Rick. Senior Gavin Puhala, escorted by Aaron and Holly Puhala. Gavin is a 4-year member of the lacrosse team and runs cross country. He's a member of the Ultimate Frisbee Club and Ski Club. He was a part of the Dominican Republic mission trip this June and is a member of the National Honor Society and has been on the high honor roll every quarter. In his free time, he enjoys hiking and cooking. Gavin loves to help with the children's ministry at his church. From Sunday school assistant to vacation Bible camp helper, Gavin plans to study engineering or possibly go into pre-med next year. Congratulations, Gavin. Senior Quinn Robinson, escorted by his parents, Mike and Allison Robinson, and his brother, Alex Robinson. Quinn is a member of the cross-country and track and field teams where he received PAC All Honorable Mention, as well as being a regional qualifier for track in the spring. Quinn's been a member of the speech and debate team, and he has held the role of team president. He's part of the Royal Fools Company and also involved in extracurricular activities. He's been a part of the CVCA band, serving as the leader for the percussion section. He's also the CEO of Shia Designs. In his free time, Quinn enjoys cooking, hanging out with friends, playing volleyball. He attends Fairlawn Lutheran and is the leader of the youth board, which helps plan and manage events for his church and teens and youth. Quinn is undecided about college, but definitely wants to study business. Congratulations, Quinn. Fans, let's give it up one more time for your 2023 Homecoming Court.
And thank you very much to L.T. Newland, the public address announcer here at Royal Stadium at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Once again, you've just witnessed the homecoming court for 2023. My name is Tim Nichols, and we're glad you've tuned in to CVCA Royals football on CVCA live stream tonight. We're getting ready for the homecoming game tonight between the Royals and the Triway Titans, who are in town for a Principals Athletic Conference game this evening. 5 of the 8 boys in the homecoming court are CVCA football players, and they'll all have a key role tonight in trying to help get the Royals back on the winning track after falling last week at Canton South, the league leaders 56-28, a game that was a one-score game going into the fourth quarter. A large alumni presence expected tonight. Again, CVCA is making use of the special VIP end zone area for alums to connect. So those alums filing in and enjoying the game with their families in the special end zone VIP area, which is made available for them tonight. And we're glad to have a lot of the CVCA alumni back on campus this evening. As we said last week, there wasn't much to enjoy in the second half of last week's game. The Royals matched every Canton South score with one of their own in the first half. That is until Canton South phenom quarterback Poochie Snyder hit Trey Wilson on a 33-yard touchdown pass to cap off a 34-second drive and put the Wildcats up for good with just 11 seconds remaining in the first half last week. The Wildcats doubled up as they scored again after receiving the second half kickoff, and CVCA could never catch up. It was still a one-score game, though, at the end of the third quarter, but South scored again on the first play of the fourth quarter last week and then tacked on 2 more scores before it was over. The final, again, Canton South 56, CVCA 28. The Royals' record dropped to 3-2 and leveled at 1-1 in the Principals Athletic Conference halfway through the season. Charlie Levac did toss a pair of touchdown passes last week for the Royals, one to his brother Ricky and the other to Draylon Price. Both Logan Scranton and Joey Kopech scored rushing touchdowns a week ago, but the Royals defense had no answer for Snyder, Poochie Snyder that is, who passed for 329 yards, threw 5 touchdown passes and rushed for 97 yards and scored twice at the ground as well. Poochie Snyder, the best quarterback in Stark County, the best quarterback in the pack, maybe the best quarterback in Northeast Ohio, and he showed why a week ago against the Royals. The Royals defense not alone. The Wildcats scored 34 or more points in 16 of their last 18 games they've played dating back to the start of last season. This week, CVCA looks to rebound against Triway. The Titans come into the game at 2-3 with a 1-1 record in the pack. Triway owns wins over Division 6 Waynedale 17-14 and then recorded a 27-3 win last week against Tuslaw. In that game against the Mustangs, senior quarterback Luke Snowbarger, a transfer into the Triway program from Worcester, passed for 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Titans shook off a sluggish start and outscored Tuslaw 20-0 in the second half en route to victory. Speaking of the quarterbacks, Levac and Snowbarger both threw a pair of touchdown passes last week. Here's the comparison between the two signal callers. The Royals' Levac assumed the starting role in Week 2 after a cameo appearance in the opener, and all he did was lead the Royals to 3 straight victories before tasting defeat a week ago. When the Royals remain a run-first team, Levac did have his first multiple touchdown pass game last week. when he was 8 for 12 for 70 yards and a pair of touchdowns, 1 interception on a Hail Mary at the end of the first half, but otherwise a clean game from Charlie Levac. For the season, he's now 21 for 36 with 267 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and 2 interceptions. As you see on the graphic, he can hurt you with his feet as well on the ground. Charlie Levac has 27 carries for an even 206 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the other side of the ball, Luke Snowbarger is a senior, one of the Titans who have spent time at quarterback this season. At 6'6", 220 pounds, he's built like a traditional quarterback. Strong arm, but not very mobile, and he doesn't present much of a threat to run. He's only rushed 22 times for 24 yards this season. Expect to see him sit back in the pocket and sling it tonight. He averages 23 pass attempts a game. And overall, through a half a season, Luke Snowbarger is 57 of 116 for 585 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. His favorite receiver, number 2, Cale Drown, 24 catches for 279 yards and 4 touchdown receptions. On offense for Tuslaw, Snowbarger isn't the only option at quarterback for the Titans. A pair of sophomores have spent time at the quarterback spot as well this season. Braden Holt got in last week. He wears number 6. In the second half, he threw a 49-yard touchdown pass to senior Owen Walter. And fellow sophomore Luke Starr has seen time at the QB spot as well, but he's more likely to tuck in and run. Starr has just 19 passing attempts, but has run the ball 30 times for 114 yards from scrimmage. The featured back for the Titans has been senior Austin Jaworski, but I got a chance to talk to him before the game. Jaworski is in a boot tonight, a lower body injury. Halfway through the season, he has 45 carries for 170 yards, but it's going to sit at that point for just a bit as he rehabs from that lower body injury. In his place tonight, we expect to see number 11, Grayson Smith, get the bulk of the carries, and we also expect to see senior Vince Mariola get some time at running back as well. The Titans will look to do most of their damage through the air, though, and they'll look to their 3 main options. Senior Cale Drown leads the team with 24 catches for 279 yards and 2 touchdowns. Junior Alex Shear can stretch the field as well. He's got 11 catches thus far this season for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns, both of them last week against Tuslaw. And then there's junior Brody Snyder. He wears number 20. More of a possession receiver so far this season. 17 catches, 156 yards, 1 touchdown to his credit. On defense, the Titans are led by senior Luke Belcher, the captain of the Triway Titans, a staple of the offensive line at the center spot, but he makes his presence known from his linebacker position, leading the team with 47 tackles, 20 more than the next highest total on the team. Junior defensive end Gavin Hatfield is that Titan, who has 27. Belcher is a 2-time first-team All-Pac honoree. He was first-team All-District a year ago and All-Ohio honorable mention as well. He'll have the job of leading the Triway defense as it tries to stop the vaunted CVCA run game. And speaking of that run game, the Royals' rushing attack is averaging 274 yards a game this season, and it's a two-headed monster. Senior Logan Scranton is averaging almost 15 touches a game, and he's got 73 carries, 516 yards halfway through the season, 5 touchdowns as the season hits the midpoint. Sophomore Joey Kopak is not far behind, and boy, is he heating up. Kopak has 6 touchdowns since week 2 on the ground. He's got another one through the air. It's a bit of lightning to the Scranton Thunder. 43 carries, 408 yards, and a gaudy 9.5 yard per carry average if he stays on that pace. That yards per carry average would trail only one man in CVCA history. The legendary John Pettigrew averaged an even 10 yards a carry in 2008 and a mind-blowing 11.4 yards a carry 2 years earlier in 2006. When CVCA does pass the ball, the leading receiver has been senior Ricky Levac, who has caught 13 balls for 124 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Senior Ty Bova and junior Draylon Price, as well as Kopak, each have a single touchdown catch to their credit. On defense, the Royals continue to be strong against the run. They've allowed just 306 yards on the ground since week 1, or just 76.5 yards a game over the last 4 weeks. You can expect another strong effort tonight as the Titans only rush for an average of 79 yards a game. For the second week in a row, however, CVCA will face an aerial attack. We mentioned Snyder's escapades a week ago when he threw for 329 yards, but with all due respect to Triway's Luke Snowbarger, he's not a Poochie Snyder. The Titans average just 163 yards a game through the air, and CVCA's secondary should be helped by a defensive front led by Draylon Price that will seek to get home and put pressure on the Titans quarterback tonight. Looking at the Royals record book as we wind down toward kickoff this evening, sophomore Joey Kopech has rushed for 1,462 yards in the first 1.5 years of his CVCA career. He enters tonight's game needing 630 yards to move into 10th place all-time in career rushing yards. Obviously, he won't get there tonight, but he'll need an average of 126 yards a game for the remainder of the season to move into 10th spot all-time after just 2 years with 2 more to go. With 4 more successful points after touchdown last week, junior kicker Calvin Warren now sits in 4th place all-time as he moves up the career PATs chart. He has 77 to his credit. Up next on the list is Derek Bossard, who kicked for CVCA for 2 seasons in 2007 and 2008. Bossard had 80 successful PATs. If all goes well tonight, Warren might be able to move ahead 1 more spot. And then on special teams, kickoff return man Ricky Levac is averaging 34.8 yards a return this season. That would tie him for 2nd all-time for a single-season average with former CVCA Royal and current Las Vegas Raider Trey Tucker. The only man with a higher single-season return average than Levac in Royals history, well, he just has to look to his left. Fellow return man Dylan Webb averaged 36.4 yards a return a year ago for the Royals. This will be the 18th meeting all-time between the 2 schools. CVCA leads the all-time series 9-8 and have won 4 of the last 5 meetings. The Royals won on the road a year ago at Triway, 36-6. The last Triway win was 2 seasons ago right here at Royal Stadium when they shut out the CVCA Royals 33-0. CVCA's last win against Triway here at home at Royal Stadium was in 2019. When CVCA defeated the Titans 37-20, and tonight should be, or we could say it definitely will be, the final visit by Triway to CVCA as a member of the Principals Athletic Conference. The Royals exiting the conference after next season, and therefore the 2 teams will hook up again next year at Triway, but after that it would have to be a non-conference game. Royals entering the stadium into the end zone as you have just seen, and we're about 4.5 minutes from kickoff tonight. Moments away from prayer and the national anthem to start the game. Meanwhile, the head coaches tonight, Triway coached by alum Cody Kelly, who's in his first season as head coach at his alma mater. He's a 2009 Triway graduate and went on to be a 4-year starter at Ohio Northern at defensive tackle, where he earned first-team All-Ohio Athletic Conference honors for the Polar Bears at Ohio Northern University. He's had 2 different stints as assistant coach at Triway that were sandwiched around 2 years at Avon. He was elevated from defensive coordinator to head coach after former coach Eric Brenner resigned after last season. This is his first head coaching job, therefore his career record is the same as the Titans' 2023 record, both at 2 wins, 3 losses. On the home side of the stadium tonight, Nick Coach is in his 3rd season for the Royals. He has a record of 15 wins and 12 losses at CVCA. It's his 10th season overall as a head coach for the Mount Union graduate. Prior to returning to Northeast Ohio a couple seasons ago, he spent 6 years in Chicago at Chicago Christian High School, and earlier coached at Grove City Christian in Franklin County. Career record 44-45. He can move to 500 overall with a win tonight. Now we're going to turn it back over to L.T. Newland for prayer and then our national anthem.
Just for a moment this evening to say thank you, as you are our God and you have given us all good things. Thank you for Christ. We are so grateful for his sacrifice on our behalf, his life for ours, and the invitation to eternal life if we would just believe in him. Father, we're grateful that you have done for us what we couldn't do for ourselves. And so we pause just for a moment to acknowledge you as God, to say thank you for your Son, Christ. It's in his name that we pray. It's for him that we play. Amen.
And now the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
A nice rendition of the national anthem by one of the CVCA choirs this evening. And we are ready for football and homecoming at Royal Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night, and that means football in Northeast Ohio.
A reminder, you can follow us on social media.
Thank you for joining us for this week 6 of the
on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter, as well as on Instagram and Facebook. Look for the handle at CVCA Livestream. We hope many of you have found us tonight by the same social media handle on YouTube, and we're pleased to be able to simulcast this NFHS network stream on YouTube this season. The weather tonight, it is beautiful. The last official day of summer, sunny skies will give way to widely scattered clouds as the game progresses. Game time temperature 70 degrees. Temperatures should fall through the 60s as the night progresses. Winds are out of the east around 7 miles an hour this evening. Should not have much of an impact on the game overall.
The officials for tonight's game have been selected and assigned by the PAC Conference. The officials tonight are Steve Hartman.
The injury report tonight, senior Nathan Wagner has been out for the season so far with an upper body injury. His replacement has been Eli Jabor, but he will be out tonight on the offensive line as well. So Brady Martin will get his first varsity start for the Royals. He started on defense this year. He'll move into that spot on the offensive line for CVCA this evening, replacing both Wagner and Jabor. And as we said earlier tonight, we got a chance to talk to Triway running back Austin Jaworski, a senior who's got a lower body injury and will be unable to go this evening for the Titans. Expect to see Grayson Smith and Vince Mariola get the carries tonight for the Titans. Here come the Royals on homecoming. CVCA wearing all blue tonight. Royal blue on homecoming here at Royal Stadium. Triway across the way play tonight in their Triway purple bottoms, white tops, and white helmets. The Royals blue bottoms, blue tops, the Smurf look, along with the traditional black CVCA helmet with the lion logo. Most of the fans have filed in. The Titans taking to the field. And we're about ready for football on a Friday night from Northeast Ohio in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. The Titans will kick off to CVCA to start the game, and out to kick it for Triway is their kicker, a really good one, Drew Bishko. The Pack with a number of excellent kickers, and Bishko certainly in that category for the Titans. He's a senior, 6'2", 180 pounds, and he'll kick away. Back deep for the Royals, Ricky Levac and Dylan Webb. And he'll squib this one. It's going to go all the way to Webb, who'll get a chance to return it from his 17-yard line. Webb cuts outside and is tripped up across the 40. Good thing for the Titans, too, because he had a little bit of open space in front of him. A great kickoff for Dylan Webb, and the Royals will get good field position to start this game tonight. They'll begin at their own 45-yard line. First down and 10. Royals will go left to right to start the game. Sun is setting in that west end zone. It should be down momentarily in about the next 15 to 20 minutes, but it was very bright earlier this evening before kickoff. Charlie Levac, the quarterback for the Royals, the sophomore, and they'll start with a pair of receivers to either side, a pair of backs in the backfield, and they'll run it. On first down, Logan Scranton gets it, and Scranton breaks a couple of tackles and all the way out to the 46-yard line of the Titans, a pickup of 9 yards, and about 7 of those after the first contact on the first play of the game. Second down and 1 for CVCA. Second down and 1 for the Royals, already in Titans territory as we're just underway here at Royal Stadium. Pre-snap shifting for CVCA. That's Logan Scranton. And now Levac goes in motion and whistle blows. Wait to see. There is a flag down on the field, and it's a false start for CVCA. So they'll march the Royals back 5 yards. So second and 1 becomes second and 6. Back into Royals territory at the 49-yard line. and they march off 6 yards. So it was 2nd and 1. It's going to be 2nd and 7. A little question right there from the officials, but no one seems to argue. Nevertheless, Royals 2nd down and 7. After that penalty is marked off. Levac in motion once again, and this one is Joey Kopech. Kopech burrows forward, and he's got first down yardage. Needed 7, he picks up 8, and they'll move the sticks the first time. 1st and 10, CVCA. So the Royals huddle up, and Levac heads to the huddle after getting the play from the sideline. Again, they split a pair of receivers to either side and showing a 2-back formation as we start this first drive. Kopech again off the left side. Not much there this time. A short pickup, maybe 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and long for the Royals. The officials tonight, the referee is Steve Hartman, the umpire Rick Bolick, line judge is Neil Roberts, the head linesman is Burl Pumphrey, and the back judge is Alex Houseworth. After that first down carry by Kopech, it is 2nd down and 8 yards to go for CVCA. Levac running for his life. Gets the 40 in the corner and knocked out of bounds late. That was Luke Belcher, and Belcher's going to cost his team 15 yards as Charlie Levac was out of bounds and took a late hit. An undisciplined play, and we had no replay, but I saw the replay on our side. Sorry, we can't give it to you. It was at least a yard out of bounds when Belcher hit Levac, so they'll march 15 yards off, and
That's good for the Royals.
The Royals will get another first down. It's good. So 1st down and 10 for the Royals at the 21-yard line. And for the first time tonight, we'll bring up the out-of-town scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. Levac will roll to his left. Now he'll tuck it and try and run. He's got some open field. Breaks a tackle, spins, and close to another first down inside the 10-yard line for the sophomore quarterback. Pickup of 11 on that play by Charlie Levac. Here's the replay. See, wove his way in between. Handoff up the middle, and this is going to be down at the 1-foot line for Joey Kopech. The Royals knocking at the door now. And they'll go quickly. Kopech gets it again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, CVCA. The Royals strike first. Joey Kopech into the end zone. And it's 6-0 CVCA. There's the replay, and Kopech finds the blue paint for the first time tonight, and CVCA takes a 6-0 lead. Calvin Warren out to kick the extra point. Ricky Levac is the holder. Logan Scranton, the long snapper. High snap. Levac gets it down, and Warren boots it through the uprights. It's good. CVCA takes a 7-0 lead with 8:50 to go here in the first quarter. Kopech, his 7th rushing touchdown of the season, the 8th overall for the sophomore, and the Royals up 7-0. So a good start for CVCA. And now the Triway Titans will get a chance. Nice crowd has filed in, and once again, the homecoming festivities happening in the end zone. About 500 alumni signed up to come tonight, and they are all enjoying the VIP experience in the end zone this evening. We're glad to have them back on campus, and glad to have you with us on CVCA live stream. Calvin Warren is back out to kick off for the Royals. Back deep, the kick returners for the Triway Titans are Cale Drown and Ollie Krupp. And Drown and Krupp, as well as the rest of the Titans, paying attention as the Royals always feign that onside kick, and now they retreat. Drone wears number 2, and Ollie Krupp wears number 5, and they're back deep. But it's an onside kick, and it's going to be covered right near midfield to the Royals, trying to surprise the Triway Titans. That was covered by number 59, Roman Gilbert. So the Titans will get good field position. They'll start their first drive from their own 49-yard line. Royals were 1 for 1 with onside kicks before that attempt. So now they're 1 for 2 on the season. And at quarterback is Luke Snowbarger, the senior, 6'6", 220 pounds. He wears number 8. And he towers over the rest of the Triway line of scrimmage. He'll drop back and look to throw it on the first play of the game. Throws and incomplete. Short pass was intended for Owen Walter, and it fell to the turf. Tough catch attempt for Walter. It was low and toward his knees, and so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Once again, a good field position to start this first drive of the game for the Titans as they head to the west end zone. Out of the shotgun, Snowbarger again waits the snap, and they'll run it on this play. And a nice run out to about the 46-yard line of the Royals for Grayson Smith. His first carry, Smith filling in that starting role tonight, once again, as Austin Jaworski unable to go with a lower body injury. His pass is complete for a first down. And once again, the catch, Smith. And so the Titans will move the sticks. First and 10 for the Titans from the 40-yard line of the Royals. Empty backfield, shotgun formation, Snowbarger awaits. 5 receivers go out in the pattern, and Snowbarger's going to run it. He doesn't run often, but he runs there, and he stood up after a gain of about 5 yards. Snowbarger, a transfer this season, played the last couple of seasons at Worcester High School. Triway in Worcester, so his transfer to another school in the same community, and getting the chance to start for the Titans this season. They'll give him a 6-yard pickup on that play, and so it's 2nd down and 4. This time trips to the near side, fakes the handoff, pumps a couple times, outlets to Walter. Walter's got it complete across the 30-yard line, enough for a first down, and a nice drive underway for the Titans here early. Ricky Levac was in there on the tackle, and they'll spot it at the 28-yard line of the Royals. Once again, the Royals secondary tested last week, and they're going to get another test tonight with Snowbarger. This time he's got running back to his left, but he's going to look. Now he's changing directions, and he's going to run it again. Snowbarger heads out of bounds. It wasn't pretty, but a few yards. A pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8. On the far side, we'll start on the near side. Cale Drown wears number 2. He's a senior. You've got Walter, Alex Shear, and Brody Snyder, the receivers. But this one's going to go to the running back, number 11, Grayson Smith. He gets a few yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. Logan Scranton in there on the tackle for the Royals. 3rd and we'll call it actually 6 for Triway. Trips to the far side. Drown on the near side. It's Smith in the backfield. Snowbarger looks to throw as he rolls to his right. Kopech chasing, and the throw is low, but They're going to give him the catch. First down. First down for the Titans. And it was Brody Snyder on the catch. So nice play for Snowbarger and the Titans. The third first down of the drive, and they are in the red zone from the 16-yard line, threatening to tie this game up. First quarter, 6.5 to go. 6:19 actually. And the ball is almost fumbled, and Snowbarger gets it into the hands of his running back, Grayson Smith, but he had no chance as Hayden Grant was in there to make the tackle. That play was blown up from the beginning, as you saw there on the replay. So a negative play, a tackle for loss for Hayden Grant. And it's second down and 15 yards to go. From the 20. Call it second and 14. Titans will look to pass again. Snowbarger assesses, rolls, throws toward the end zone and out of bounds. So it'll be third and long. Owen Walter, the intended receiver on that one. The Royals have done pretty good on third down so far this season. The problem has been on fourth down, where 16 out of 24 times the opposing team has converted on fourth down. So, third down it is here and 15 yards to go. Empty backfield. Snowbarger looking to his left, throws toward the end zone, and this is too high. Incomplete, intended for Cale Drown. And it brings up fourth down, but there is a flag on the play. And it's a hold against the Titans. And an interesting decision here, but not long to make it. That penalty is declined. It's fourth down, and that'll bring out Drew Bishko. And we said at the kickoff, in the opening kickoff, he's one of the better kickers in the conference. Bishko sent the Fairless game 2 weeks ago into overtime with a 45-yard field goal as time expired. This kick will be from the 27-yard line, so 37 yards overall, definitely within the range of the senior kicker. From the center of the field, the snap is down, the kick is up, it has the distance, and it is good for Bishko, his fifth field goal of the season, and the Titans are on the board. 5:22 to go here in the first quarter. It's CVCA 7 and Triway 3. So a nice drive for the Titans. It broke down, but Bishko puts points on the board for Triway, and they're on the board here early. We're going to take a break and tell you about MediaNet and our friends there at MediaNet AV. Empowering your vision, advanced technology, exceptional service. Unleash the power of your ideas with MediaNet AV. We blend cutting-edge technology and superior service to create custom audiovisual solutions tailored for you. For more information, you can contact Zach and the team at MediaNet AV at 888-275-4020 or visit them online at MediaNetAV.com. Bishko back out to kick off for the Titans. And back deep once again, Webb and Levac for CVCA. This one's going to go and be returnable by Levac from his 5-yard line. He's got a head of steam across the 20, 30, and is taken down at the 38-yard line. So a return of 33, just 1.4 yards off his average, 1.8 yards off his average of 34.8 for a return. Cale Drown was in there on the tackle for Triway, and the Royals will get a second chance with it. First drive culminated with a 1-yard Joey Kopech touchdown. This drive will start from the 39-yard line. The entire Royals drive, their initial drive of the game, on the ground. No surprise. This time, single back in the backfield, so a different look. A pair of receivers to the top side. They're close into the formation. A single receiver to the near side for CVCA. Levac will start under center, and flags are down. We'll wait on the call. And it's encroachment against the Royals. Usually encroachment is a defensive penalty, but we'll mark 5 yards off against the Royals, who must have lined up one of the offensive linemen in the neutral zone. So 1st and 15 for CVCA, their second penalty of the contest. They break the huddle, and they'll start out from the 34-yard line. 7-3 CVCA, same formation. And the handoff right up the middle, and they get the 5 back from the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Logan Scranton on that carry. And Scranton exits the game. Dylan Webb goes in, and Logan Scranton exits the game because he lost a shoe on that tackle. So Webb in the backfield. 2nd down and 10 for CVCA. This time the Royals again will look to pass it for the first time. Levac throws, and it's complete to Ty Bova. 1st down yardage. Bova across the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 23 yards for Ty Bova. 4th catch of the season for Bova. And here's the replay. Wide open he was. Once he got it, he got yards after the catch. So after the big play, 1st down and 10 for the Royals. From the Triway 38-yard line. And the Royals confused on offense. Offensive coordinator Coach Fry screaming for that timeout. And we're going to have an opportunity now to, during the timeout, to tell you about the upcoming golf outing at CVCA. Registration is now open for participants and sponsors for the 2023 golf outing. Saturday, September 30th, a little over a week away at Foxden Golf Course in Stowe. Scan the QR code now to register or sign up as a sponsor. Primary mission for the Booster Club is to support CVCA student athletes by financially assisting all athletic programs. The Booster Club helps pay for state tournaments, uniforms, J-term trips, team devotionals, and anything extra that coaches might need to fulfill the CVCA Athletics mission statement, building Christ-like character as ambassadors for Christ through competitive excellence. Be sure to mark your calendar for Saturday, September 30th, the 2023 CVCA Booster Club Golf Outing. Royals retake the field, 1st down and 10 after the timeout. And we're set to go. 7-3 CVCA. And this time Kopech right up the gut. Another 12 yards, or check that, 9 yards. Just shy of a 1st down. It'll be 2nd and short. A single yard to go for Kopech and the Royals. Inside the 30, they spotted at the 29-yard line. Ty Bova split out far to the wide side near the numbers. And a quick pass. Kopech on the reception. He's got the 1st down. He's got more. Still going and taken down to the 21-yard line. So a new look for the CVCA Royals there. A short pass, almost like a long handoff, and Joey Kopech heads upfield and ran over one of the Titans on his way to a 1st down as they give the Royals 10 on that play. 1st down and 10. Once again, the Royals single back in the backfield. 3 receivers in the pattern. Fake to Kopech, and Levac's going to keep it, and Levac's going to score. Touchdown, Charlie Levac. CVCA on the board again. The Royals set that one up on the prior play to Kopech. Here it is again. Levac faked the same play and then tucked it and ran. The Triway Titans were all headed the other direction, and Levac didn't stop until he hit the blue paint. CVCA 13, Triway 3. Calvin Warren out to kick the extra point once again. The kick is up, and it is good. CVCA 14 and Triway 3. We've got Cody Anderson, Chad Darr, and Hunter Geiger with us tonight. Cody, let's see that touchdown one more time on the replay. And here it is. Once again, Charlie Levac, that is, with a fake to Kopech, and then smooth sailing into the end zone for the sophomore from CVCA. For Charlie Levac, that's his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Homecoming at CVCA, and the cheerleaders, all of them tonight, are going to get some workout with the leg kicks. And there, once again, see the Royals all huddled up as they head out onto the field. Last time they kicked off, they attempted an onside kick. This time we'll see if the return men for Triway get a chance to return this one. Cale Drown and Ollie Krupp. (14-3) Royals. And both teams will reset. Krupp and Drown. Back deep. And this one's going to get to them. And it's going to get to Drown, who bobbles it. And now he heads upfield. And the Royals cover the kickoff well. He's taken down at the 19-yard line. So this time, a full length of the field for the Titans as they had time. They move it back 30 yards. It's 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll actually spot it on the 20 with the nose of the football right there. So Luke Snowbarger back out at quarterback. And the Titans committed to that passing game. 4 receivers in the formation. Grayson Smith in the backfield. They'll fake to him. Quick pass is complete. Fumble on the play. It's on the ground, and the officials quick to call it incomplete. As Brody Snyder had it in his hands, stepped upfield, and was quickly taken to the turf. The ball separated from him. 7 of them only given up 4 fumbles to the other team, but they have not been very good in hanging on to the football. 2nd and 10, Snowbarger throws and finds the open man complete. 1st down yardage out to the 33-yard line. Alex Shear on the catch. And Dylan Webb on the tackle for CVCA. So a 1st down, a pickup of 14 yards for Alex Shear. Royals with a 14-3 lead, 2nd possession for the Titans. And they'll throw it to the near side, complete once again. Another 1st down coming, or not quite. That ball completed and collected in by Owen Walter. He was escorted out of bounds about 8 yards downfield. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Ryan Weehee on the tackle for CVCA. They'll spot it at the 43-yard line, so 2nd down and 1. We'll see what Coach Kelly wants to dial up here on a 2nd and short play. Empty backfield. Snowbarger flagged down. He's going to roll, and he's going to run for the 1st down, at least try to. He may be short. He's knocked out of bounds, and now we'll wait for the official signal on the penalty. It was an immediate flag, so usually that is someone lining up in the neutral zone. The only question is which side. And it's actually going to be a sideline warning against CVCA. So sideline warning, the first one is just that. It's a warning. The second one is a penalty. And so the play counts. It should be 3rd down and 1. And they do move the down marker to 3rd down, so 3rd and short for Snowbarger and the Titans. Smith still in the backfield. In motion is Snyder. Smith's going to get it, and he is leveled at the line of scrimmage. He did not get there. Logan Scranton was there on the tackle, and Dirk Geiger as well. 4th down and 1. And again, this is where the Royals have had difficulty getting off the field this season on 4th down. Opponents are converting 4th down at a clip of 67%, 16 out of 24. The offense remains on the field for the Titans. Under 2 minutes, Snowbarger out of the shotgun. And they're going to go. He's going to roll and try and pass it. He's under a big pressure and a huge sack for CVCA. They'll get off the field. A sack for the Royals. Taylor Willison was in there first for CVCA. A huge sack on 4th down, and the lack of mobility hurts the Titans here with their quarterback, Snowbarger. He was under duress from the get-go. Taylor Willison and number 9, Logan Scranton there. And the ball turns over to CVCA. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Levac will start out under center. 14-3 CVCA, and great field position. He'll roll to his left. He wants the big play wide open for CVCA. Touchdown! Ty Bova. His 2nd touchdown catch of the season. And I have no idea what Triway was doing on defense, but they just did not cover Bova one bit. And Bova will never have an easier touchdown catch. 20-3, CVCA leads it. The 3rd touchdown of the 1st quarter, and Calvin Warren has been busy. This one, big rush, but Warren gets it off. And the Royals' lead extends to 21-3. Taylor Willison on the sack of Luke Snowbarger, and on the very next play, Ty Bova with the touchdown catch, and here it is one more time. The Royals like to go for that dagger play after the quick change of possession, and Bova, all by himself, made the catch, and the Royals are up 21-3. Lots of leg kicks for the cheerleaders tonight. You've got the varsity and the JV cheerleaders out to cheer the Royals on homecoming. 21 plus 14 plus 7. They're at 42, and I don't think they're done. 21-3, CVCA. And Calvin Warren has been busy, as we said, 3 points after touchdown. And that ties in with Derek Bosshard for 4th place all-time on PATs. One more, and he'll move into sole possession of 4th place. Once again, Drown and Krupp back deep for the Titans. This is pooched, and it's tipped. It's on the ground, and the Royals have it. The Titans unable to cover, and CVCA gets on the onside kick, and they'll have the ball once again. It looked like Dirk Geiger got it after it was tipped. And it was Dirk Geiger falling on the football. And it's all CVCA here in the 1st quarter tonight. They'll have it once again, 1st and 10, this time from the 36-yard line. The Titans 2-3, wins over Waynedale and last week against Tuslaw. You thought it might go this way, though, when you saw them only leading 7-3 at halftime a week ago. Here it's 21-3 Royals, and once again, Levac will look to throw it. Same play. This time they'll cover it, but it is, looks like out of bounds, and so officially incomplete. This time he was looking for his brother, Ricky Levac. Levac hauled it in, Ricky that is, but just out of bounds, so 2nd down and 10. So we were saying that last week the Triway Titans pulled away in the second half against Tuslaw won that game 27-3. But the Royals the week before obliterated Tuslaw 42-0, and they scored all 42 in the first half. So the Titans have to bow their backs right here, down 21-3. Charlie Levac will keep it. He's got a touchdown rushing already, and a nice job that time. He's escorted out of bounds by Triway's number 9, Drew Bishko, and Alex Shear. A short gain for Charlie Levac that time. They'll give him 3. It's second and a long 7. We're going to actually call it second and 8. Clock stop with a minute 15 to go, first quarter. The Royals, a trio of touchdowns here in the first period. They'll throw it. Levac rolls to his left, looks and throws, looking long again. And he's got a man out there. It's Joey Kopech, and he's got another touchdown pass. Touchdown, Royals. 3rd down and 8, and Charlie Levac and the Royals are putting on a clinic. Joey Kopech, the recipient this time, double coverage, but Kopech had his men beat, and he gets the touchdown catch. The second touchdown receiving for Joey Kopech this season, his second touchdown tonight, and the Royals now lead 27-3, still in the first quarter. Extra point coming. And once again, Calvin Warren boots it through. So, 1 minute and 7 seconds to go, first quarter. CVCA 28 and Triway 3. We were just talking about the CVCA cheerleaders with 42 leg kicks already on the evening. Well, they're going to get up to 70 real fast. Here come 28 more. The scoreboard operator and the cheerleaders are the most busy folks here at Royal Stadium tonight. 28-3, CVCA, still a minute 7 to go in the first quarter. Making quick work of the Triway Titans this evening at Royal Stadium on homecoming. Once again, over in the west end zone, the alumni celebrating the VIP experience. And we are pleased to have all the alumni back here at Royal Stadium tonight. And the folks that are dressed in royal blue are having a fun time. Not so the folks in Triway purple. Here we go with another kickoff for Calvin Warren. The last time the Royals onside kicked it and they recovered. They've tried 2 onside kick attempts this evening. 1 for 2. It is the 4th kickoff, and we'll see if they kick it deep this time. And they do. Drown will get it from his 11-yard line. And across the 20 to the 25-yard line on the return, a pickup of 14. Dylan Webb was down there on coverage, and so it's been a little while since the Titans' Luke Snowbarger was out on the field. He had 4th and 1 and was sacked by Taylor Willison. Since that moment, 2 quick touchdowns for CVCA on 4 plays, and the Titans trail 28-3. Trips to the near side for Snowbarger as we start this drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll look to his left. Outlet completes. A short gain for Owen Walter. Pickup of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Hayden Grant in there on coverage for CVCA. Under a minute. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 7, and the Titans will hand off, and there's not a whole lot there. Draylon Price and Joey Kopech taking down Vince Mariola, who got a carry. It went backwards, a loss of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and just shy of 10. That should do it, though, in the first quarter. First quarter dominated by CVCA. At the end of 1 period, the score, CVCA 28 and Triway 3. That gives us a chance to talk about the Royals Power Meal Program. And the Royals Power Meal Program continues with Team 28 with a local restaurant providing CVCA's football team with a meal on the day before the game. And this week's Power Meal sponsor is Wing Warehouse in Cuyahoga Falls, just down the road from CVCA at 4165 Cuyahoga Lake Road. Wing Warehouse is a family sports bar and grill with great food and drinks and the best entertainment around. And did we mention the wings? With a large selection of wing sauces, your taste buds will be booming. There's something for everyone at Wing Warehouse, so stop on down this weekend to Wing Warehouse in Cuyahoga Falls. And when you do, be sure to thank them for their support of Royals football and the Royals Power Meal Program. Here at Royal Stadium, it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Triway, who has one drive that was successful and ended in a Drew Bishko field goal from 37 yards. Since then, it's been all CVCA, 28-3 as we start the second quarter. On 3rd and 10, Bishko again out of the shotgun, looks to his left, under pressure again, and Bishko is going to go down in the backfield. A sack for the Royals, and it'll bring up 4th down. I mentioned Bishko, it's Snowbarger. Draylon Price in there on the sack, his 4th of the season, and it will bring Bishko back out on the field. I had Bishko on the mind. The punter and kicker for the Titans on 4th and 10 from the 22-yard line. Back deep for CVCA should be Ricky Levac. Kick is away. It's a low line drive kick that bounces, and Levac will take it at the 44-yard line across midfield. Levac with a head of steam, and finally hauled down at the 38-yard line of the Titans. 18 yards on the return, and the Royals again with great field position. First drive of the second quarter for the Royals. 4 drives in the first quarter, 4 touchdowns for CVCA.
Join them for a Sunday service at 10:30 a.m. at Nordonia High School. For more information about the corners, visit
And this time out of the T formation. Hand off to Logan Scranton. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and not much there that time. A nice Royals showing a different look this drive. This one goes to Kopech, but a flag is down. And we will wait for the call. It is, again, offsides on CVCA. So they'll march 5 yards off. It'll be 2nd and 15. They restart the clock. 10:35 to go, second quarter. And they'll line up in the same formation. Kopech runs right, breaks through the first line, and a nice run there across the 35-yard line down to the 34. They get about half of it back. It'll be 3rd down and about 6. They'll mark it right at the 35-yard line, so 3rd and 7 for CVCA. Joey Kopech and Charlie Levac on the ground with touchdowns for CVCA. Ty Bova and Kopech through the air on touchdown receptions for the Royals. 3rd and 7 here from the 35. Levac will look to throw again. Now he'll tuck it and run, and a flag is down. He is well short of the first down, taken down at about the 32-yard line. They're going to get CVCA for holding. And with the Royals within a short distance of converting on a 4th down try, head coach Cody Kelly will likely take this one, or will he? He will not. Decline. So it'll be 4th down from the 35-yard line, and for the first time tonight, the Titans will try and stop the Royals. 4th down and 7. The Royals need the 28-yard line to keep the drive alive. And whistles blow. Clock stops with 9:21 to go. And the referees will have a conversation. Steve Hartman, along with his colleagues, talk it over. And now, one of the officials comes to the Royals sideline. And the question may have been, what down is it? Was the penalty accepted or declined? That's all cleared up, and we'll go again. 4th down and 7 for CVCA. Out of the shotgun, Levac will take a 2-step drop, throws, and incomplete. So the Titans get off the field. 3 and out goes CVCA. Joey Kopech, the intended receiver, and for the first time tonight, the Royals are denied a touchdown and a scoring opportunity. So 28-3, and Snowbarger and the Titans come back out. There may be a quarterback change for the Titans, and I believe there has been. Braden Holt appears to be in the game, and Holt, more of a threat to run it, down 28-3. Let's see if they'll change things up. But out of the shotgun, Holt with Snyder in motion will look to throw, tosses it, and Snyder has it, but immediately Logan Scranton is there in his grill and takes him to the ground. They'll lose yardage on 1st down. So Braden Holt is a sophomore, 6 foot, 160 pounds. Second down and 12. And Holt will roll to his right, tosses, and this one is knocked down, almost intercepted by Hayden Grant. 3rd down and long. Third and 12. Pair receivers to either side of the formation. Holt will look to throw again under pressure. Looking, tucks it, and he's going to be taken down. No sack, back to the line of scrimmage. But a quick 3 and out, and once again, Draylon Price on the tackle. Prior to that drive, Holt was 7 of 12 on the season. Hasn't thrown a whole lot, but he tossed it twice there and was looking to throw it again a 3rd time, but not much working tonight for the Triway Titans. And Drew Bishko is back out to kick. He'll boot it away. Line of scrimmage is the 33-yard line. This one is a wobbly kick, but it's going to be fielded at the 38 by Levac. And he's got a head of steam again. Levac breaks through the first line and all the way back to the 36-yard line for the Royals.
30-yard return for Ricky.
30 yards on the return for Levac. A net gain of just 3 yards on the change of possession for the Titans. So the Royals went to the T formation on the last drive, could not convert, but they get it back right about where they left off. And we'll see what this next opportunity brings for CVCA, already up 28-3. Midway through or nearing the midway point of the second quarter. And they'll stick with the same formation. Kopech, positive yards. A pile up. He's down to the 33-yard line. A pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Again, Hatfield on the tackle for the Titans. Number 20 for the Royals from the kick, Joey Kopech.
They'll actually spot it at the 33, so 2nd and 7. Only a pickup of 3 on the prior play. This one goes to Scranton. Following his blocks. He's going to get close to the 1st down, and it looks like he may have it. It'll be a spot on the far side of the field. The near side official has him at about the 32-yard line. rather the 27-yard line. He'll be just short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 for CVCA. Once again, Luke Belcher in there on the tackle for the Titans. The senior giving it his all. 2-time All-Pac honoree already. Perhaps the best player on the field for Triway. 3rd and 1 for the Royals. Right up the gut, and this one is going to be a first down for CVCA. Joey Kopech again. He gets inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, and the Royals in the red zone. So CVCA moves the chains on 3rd and 1. And they're looking for more here. It's at this point where the Royals are set up, they know the opponent knows they know they're going to run it, and they're just trying to impose their will. To the outside, the defender falls down. Kopech inside the 5 and knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Joey Kopech picks up 17 more, did everything but score in that play. So 1st and goal to go for CVCA. Knocking on the door once again. The Royals line up. A trio of options in the backfield. Levac under center. He'll give it to Kopech, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Royals. Kopech with the big yard gain, or big yardage gain on the prior play, and he gets rewarded with another touchdown. His 3rd of the evening for the Royals sophomore. 2nd on the ground. CVCA's lead increases to 34-3. CVCA dominant tonight against Triway on homecoming. Calvin Warren back out once again. The Titans have been close to blocking these extra points, but Warren gets it off, and this one is good once again. So with 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter, CVCA leads 35-3. Joey Kopech adds to his totals. And the cheerleading squad once again getting their workout tonight. 35-3, CVCA up big in this one. At halftime, we've got the homecoming festivities. We'll crown the homecoming king and queen for 2023. And we'll have a talk this evening with CVCA President Jason Spodnik, who will visit us at halftime here at Royal Stadium. For the first time tonight, the Royals will kick off from right to left. Also at halftime tonight, we'll talk about this day in Royals history. And we've got a good game to reminisce about from 6 years ago here at Royal Stadium in 2017 on September 22nd. We'll talk about that game at halftime. This is a pooch kick, and it's going to be taken by one of the upbacks at the 29-yard line. And the Royals are quick to cover it. Tackle made at the 34.
On the return to the Titans, number 24, Broderick Flitter.
That kickoff return for Triway. Make sure we get the names right as papers go flying. Flinner. And the Titans will have first down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Pass play is it intercepted by CVCA? It is a pickoff, and just like that, the Royals get it again. Here's the replay. Ryan Weehee stepped in front of that Holt pass, and the Royals are back in business once again, just like that. Holt was looking for as a receiver. Instead, he found one of the Royals. It's his first interception of the season. And the Royals back on offense after just one play. Already up 35-3. Out of the shotgun. Kopech gets it again. Cuts back, and he's met by the interior of the defensive line for the Titans. Second down and 7. Picked up 3 yards on that play. Nothing going right for Triway tonight. Kopech getting a breather. He heads to the sideline. All CVCA. Trips, or 3 receivers in the pattern, and they're going to pass it to Dylan Webb. Webb can has some speed if he can get the corner. He does. Turns up field, still going, and finally taken down. They might mark him out of bounds, and they do at about the 25-yard line, but he is speedy, Dylan Webb. So again, that's that same long handoff play that they featured Joey Kopech on earlier in the first half. And after they ran it, they faked it, and Charlie Levac went the other direction for a touchdown. This time, Logan Scranton sets up to the right of Charlie Levac in the shotgun. Bunch formation near side, and Ty Bova heads out toward the numbers. Levac rolls to his right, looks, and throws short, intended for Dylan Webb. Misconnects there, and it will be second down and 10. So the Royals adding to the playbook, a bit more multiple tonight. And a lot of it has worked. Second and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line of Triway. Not much to cheer about for the Titans tonight and their fans who have made the trek north here to CVCA. Levac will keep it this time again. Still on his feet. First down yardage, and finally taken down inside the 10-yard line. Another big gain for the Royals. Levac picked up 17 on that play. First down and goal to go. Royals threatening again, and it's fairly safe to say that we may have a pretty quick second half with a running clock here tonight at Royal Stadium on homecoming. Out of the shotgun, rolling to his right, Levac will keep it again, turns upfield, and then buried. Luke Belcher was there. Also there for the Titans was Brody Snyder. So second and goal from the 7 for the Royals. Once again, the homecoming king and queen will be crowned at halftime. Homecoming 2023. Glow up, I think, as I look toward Cody Anderson to my right, the theme this year. Second and goal. Looking to throw toward the end zone and caught. Touchdown, Royals. Fourth time tonight. Actually, first time tonight, Ricky Levac on the catch. For a moment, I thought it was Joey Kopech. But Levac 10, Kopech 20. Levac on the catch, and we barely missed it. But you know who didn't miss it? Ricky Levac didn't miss it. Charlie Levac to Ricky Levac on the touchdown. And Calvin Warren back out again. It's through the uprights and good, 42-3. 42-3, the Royals up big at Royals Stadium. And not much you can do if you are a Triway Titans player or fan than just try and come out and play the next play. The Royals on their way to win number 4 on the season. And a little early to put it in the win column, but at 42-3. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion tonight. But we want you to stick with us again at halftime. Our annual conversation with CVCA President Jason Spodnik. He's got a busy halftime. I think he's got to get down there and crown the king and the queen. He'll get up here and he'll talk to us. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scores. Well, you've seen them streaming along the bottom of the screen throughout the evening tonight. Also scrolling across the bottom of the screen has been the OHSAA rankings up to date in Region 9, Division 3, CVCA's region, and we'll get to the rest of those in just a moment. They'll kick it deep this time, and the Titans will get a chance to return. It bounces, and going east and west is not the way you want to be going, and the Titans are going to be bottled up with terrible field position once again. I believe that was Cale Drown. He paralleled that 15-yard line and went backwards. Evan Wenzel on the coverage and the tackle for CVCA. So the Titans will set up on offense once again. Their last possession was one play, an interception by Ryan Weehee, his second interception of the season for CVCA. First down and 10 from the 12-yard line. And it looks like Snowbarger back out. And a short gain on the carry is number 1, Vince Mariola. He'll pick up 1. Wes Geiger in there. Or whether Wesley Keeler and Dirk Geiger. Keeler 18, Geiger 19. I combine them, 18 and a half. Second down and 9. Pass play to the near side is caught, and flag is down right at the spot of the reception, and they may get number 4, Alex Shear, on a hold. The pass was caught by Owen Walter, but all for naught. It's going to go backwards. It is a block in the back, so they'll march the Titans back. Inside their own 10-yard line, all the way back to the 5. They'll throw it from their own end zone. Under pressure is Snowbarger. It's complete. Oh, what a play! Caught and leveled was Ollie Krupp. Joey Kopech on the hit for CVCA, and it's third down and 10. From the 12-yard line, back, breaks to the outside, and he'll be taken down at the 30-yard line. 14 yards on the return. 32 yards on the kick, 14 on the return. The Royals, again, will set up with great field position. So 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes now to go in the first half, a minute 55, and CVCA looking for more.
Welcome back to CVCA. We're so glad you're here for this special homecoming weekend.
The offense heads back out on the field. And you have to imagine it's probably going to be their last possession and drive of the night. Levac looks to throw. It's complete. This is Draylon Price. And Draylon Price is a load of steam. A locomotive heading down the field, complete. Down to the 16-yard line, a pickup of 15 yards on the pass play. First down and 10 for the Royals. Royals break the huddle. They've got Webb and another receiver split out far, but it's a run play. Levac will keep it. 10, 5, touchdown! Waiting for the call. Yes! Touchdown, Charlie Levac. For the second time tonight, you see Levac hit the pylon. He's into the end zone, touchdown, and the Royals score again. CVCA 48. The point pending. Triway 3. Calvin Warren has been busy. The entire Royals offense has been busy. It is 48-3. And the Titans have no answer. That kick is up, and it is no good. The first missed extra point of the season for Calvin Warren, wide to the right, and so the score remains at CVCA 48 and Triway 3. So 48-3 with a minute 41 to go. The Royals all over the Triway Titans here tonight. If you like offense and you like offensive fireworks for the Royals, you've enjoyed this first half. And Cody Kelly and the Triway Titans rebuilding this year, admittedly. But taking on the chin here in the first half tonight. But again, be sure to stick with us at halftime. We'll crown the king and the king for homecoming. We'll look at the out-of-town scores. We will talk to Jason Spodnik. We'll recount this day in Royals history, a Royals game against Northwest 6 years ago here at Royal Stadium. And we'll take a look at what the Royals alums are doing at the collegiate level and in the NFL. This one is bouncing and fielded by Cale Drown. He tiptoes across the 25 to the 30-yard line. And once again, the Titans will have another offensive opportunity.
Cale Drown on the return for the Titans. Brought down by number 7 of the Royals, Dylan Webb, and number 55, James Swagger.
First down and 10 for the Titans. From the 30, they have stayed committed to the passing game, and that has not paid any dividends tonight. Snowbarger out of the shotgun. They will hand it. Mariola takes the handoff and gets a couple of yards. At some point, you want to keep the clock running and try to shorten the misery if you are the Titans. And you don't do that with incomplete passes. So trying to get out of the first half, they hand off to Mariola on first down, a rare running play. And we'll see if they stay on the ground here. Trips to the far side, single receiver near side. Mariola again out to the 35-yard line. Brought down by the Royals. Evan Wenzel in there on the tackle. So the Royals starting to sub in some of the JV guys here at the end of the first half. Evan Wenzel has made an impact on special teams this season, and we look forward to big things from him in years to come. 3rd down and 5 yards to go. Snowbarger drops the ball, now picks it up and throws, finds the receiver, 1st down. Nothing more, though, an immediate tackle on Brody Snyder. They will move the chain, so they'll stop the clock briefly before we get to what may be the final play of the first half, a first half dominated by CVCA. First and 10 for Triway. Clock winding down under 5 seconds. Snowbarger will look to throw one more time, and it's knocked down, and the clock winds out. So we have reached the end of the first half. Halftime, CVCA at homecoming, and CVCA leads this one 48-3. Stick with us at halftime as we're going to hear from LT Newland, the CVCA public address announcer, one more time, who will work with us and take us through the crowning of the CVCA Royals King and Queen for homecoming in 2023. It is the CVCA Signs 330 halftime show. Again, the lineup includes the crowning of the homecoming King and Queen. We'll take a look at the Triway Marching Band. So they're getting ready to entertain folks here. A look at the out-of-town scores, our annual visit with CVCA President Jason Spodnik, and, of course, our regular segments like Royals at the Next Level, this day in Royals history. But first, we'll wait for the court to assemble for the crowning of the King and King. As we wait for the court to be assembled, we want to let you know that if you have an interest in CVCA, you can experience CVCA, and we're excited to introduce our school to you. There are many ways you can find out about the mission of educating and cultivating servants for Christ and how that's carried out on a daily basis here at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. So join us for one of our fall admissions events to learn more about our middle school and high school. Open house on October 20th and family preview night on November 1st and 7th. And it looks like, as we come back to live, that the Triway Marching Band is going to be first tonight before we get to the crowning of the King and Queen. So we'll let you be entertained by the Triway Marching Band for a little bit. Halftime at Royal Stadium, CVCA 48 and Triway 3.
Tonight we celebrate songs that are oldies but goodies. At least the students think they're oldies. I'm not so sure. In 1982, the producers of the movie Rocky III, starring Sylvester Stallone, needed a theme song, and an American rock band named Survivor delivered. We open our show with The Eye of the Tiger.
Many thanks to our Triway Titans band. Fans, we're going to
It is halftime at Royal Stadium, and the Triway marching band has been entertaining the fans here. We're about ready for the King and Queen announcement. So we're turning over to LT Newland.
Representing the sophomores for your homecoming court, it's sophomore Bailey Carroll, escorted by sophomore Joey Kopak. Junior Amy Grace Beebe, escorted by junior Alex Cook. Junior Gabby Wilcox, escorted by junior Ryan Weehee. Fans, put together your hands for the seniors. Representing the senior class, senior Lauren Brooks, escorted by senior Ty Bova. Senior Bria Bucciarelli, escorted by senior Hayden Grant. Senior Avery Hellwig, escorted by senior Ricky Levac. Senior Desi Cafanteris, escorted by senior Gavin Puhala. Senior Grace Kopak, escorted by senior Quinn Robinson. And escorting your president, Mr. Jason Spotnick, we have last year's King and Queen, Paige Armstrong and Kyle Snyder. Fans, give it up one more time for your 2023 homecoming court. And now, fans, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you the 2023 Homecoming King, Senior Ty Bova. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Homecoming Queen, Grace Kopak. Fans, one more time for your King Ty Bova, Queen Grace Kopak, and everyone on the 2023 Homecoming Court.
A huge round of applause and cheers for Ty Bova and Grace Kopak, the 2023 CVCA Homecoming King and Queen. The entire homecoming court getting their pictures taken tonight here at Royal Stadium. And
fans, enjoy the rest
certainly
of Triway Titans as we introduce this next song.
Significant level of approval for that selection of Ty Bova and Grace Kopak, two great kids. Homecoming King and Queen for 2023 here at CVCA. So we're at the Science 330 halftime report, and right now Jason Spotnick is down enjoying the festivities, and he'll be up here. We'll talk to him in a little bit. We'll get a chance to look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. We got some scores to report to you. And Canton South and Manchester, a surprisingly close game, 14-7. Must be early second quarter. Canton South, the powerhouse, playing at Manchester, though, on the grass, and only 14-7. Fairless and Orville, 14-7, also at halftime. So Fairless is the team that CVCA will see next week when the Royals have to go down to Fairless. The Falcons trying to get another win. And Orville has had all sorts of injuries this year. One of the co-champions of the pack a year ago with 18 starters back, but they have just been ravaged by injuries. And right now they trail at home to Fairless 14-7. Northwest only up 7-6 on Tuslaw at halftime. Another head scratcher of a score. Northwest a heavy favorite at home against Tuslaw, who has just been beaten up so far this season, and only leading 7-6 at halftime. And then we look at the other scores. Streetsboro up big against Cloverleaf, 28-7. Copley and Roosevelt, Woodridge and Springfield, no scores reported yet. So that's a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here at halftime. And coming up next, we're going to have a chance to talk to CVCA President Jason Spodnik. Right now, the Triway Band continuing to entertain here at halftime, but as we get set up in the CVCA live stream studios, we're going to have Jason Spodnik with us in just a moment. Chad Darr working his magic to make sure everything gets changed up, and he'll give us the cue. Jason, we'll start talking, even if we're not on camera. Welcome.
Great to be here. What a game.
What a game. What a game for the Royals so far, huh?
You never know, homecoming. There's so many distractions, and they just came out absolutely on fire.
They did. Let's take a moment, and I think your mic was not on, so let's start over. Jason Spodnik here, president of CVCA, joining us at the Science 330 halftime report. Jason, welcome to the studio.
Great to be here. Great game. What a performance in the first half.
I'll tell you said sometimes there are distractions on homecoming, but the only distraction has been the leg kicks and the scoreboard going up, up, up.
I'm feeling for the cheerleaders at this point. Hamstrings being pulled.
We stopped counting how many leg kicks they've done. I don't know if they're done.
Yeah, I don't think they are. So great performance by the guys when they can be distracted by all the homecoming stuff. So it's great.
Absolutely. You were just down there. What was it like down there? There was a huge cheer for Ty and for Grace.
It is a testimony to the student body that they choose who they choose, who they want to represent them, not necessarily in a popularity contest, but these are the people they think are doing a great job, and we couldn't be more pleased.
Well, that's fantastic. So glad you're here. We spruced it up a little bit here in the studio, huh?
New digs. I like this.
New old digs, as they say. We made it look good. So speaking of spruced up, there's a big alumni presence here tonight, and a big event happening in the end zone. I'm sure you were busy earlier. Did you get the chance to do any tours of the school?
It is incredible to see whether you are 2 years graduated or 20 years graduated. The Lord's moving so much that there's something new to see and something new to talk about. So sprucing up. I was talking to Kyle and to Paige walking down, and I said...
So Kyle Snyder and Paige, last year's homecoming king and queen.
And do you feel older, and what does this look like? This was just last year in the rain when you got crowned. And they said, well, what's great about it is we love this place, and it prepared us for college, and college is so much better. And I said, well, why is it so much better? So, well, it's not high school. It's not the 13th grade. It's something new that we got launched to, and CVCA launched us into that. So as a president, that's just what I wanted to do.
We got a chance to talk to Kyle here. He was sitting in your seat during week one, and he basically said the same thing. He said, Tim, I was ready, and CVCA prepared me. So it was a great testimony to what we do here and what you and your staff do here at CVCA. So, you were named president back in 2016. This is your 8th year already. And last year, you did a series of mission moments, videos for the families that either attend or are thinking about attending CVCA. What were those mission moments about?
Yeah, thanks for asking. As the school has grown, we want to make sure that people know exactly who we are and exactly who we're trying to be. Not in a marketing way, but unapologetically, this is us. And as we grow, we want to have more conversations around the quote-unquote dinner table.
Right.
So we just want to have those conversations to remind people this is what it means to educate. This is what it means to cultivate. This is what it means to advance the mission. This is what it means to be a biblical community. And we want to use those terms in ways that people understand them, because we think we're more than a school. Just to say that CVCA is just a school, it's so much more than that, and we want people to understand that.
Well, that's fantastic. So here we are. You mentioned things have changed from when Kyle and Paige were here a year ago, and we're on the cusp of more growth. The people see it as they walk in, and they walk through what is now a construction site behind the field. Talk about the campaign for mission advancement and what's going on here at CVCA in the present.
It was so fantastic to juxtapose the alumni of the past and see the construction for the future all within about 200 yards of each other.
They are.
And
it's close.
So when you think about the building, so the Campaign for Mission Advancement is 10 more classrooms and more learning spaces.
And I think Chad's going to put those classrooms and the pictures up on the board while you're talking. So.
And when you think about that, and the courtyard in the middle for the students, and a turnaround, it's fantastic and it's wonderful what God's doing from the building. But to see the alums right next to it, to say, "Oh yeah, that's what it's for." Right. What will God use this space for? And our goal is not to get bigger. Our goal is to get better. Our goal isn't try to get to a certain number, but how can we impact more people for Christ in deeper ways? And we think this new wing will be able to do that.
Yeah. So inevitably, though, you have to have more space in order to do that.
It's true. And space is physical space, and space is also time. So what's going along with this is giving our teachers more time to educate and cultivate. So you could teach 7 classes out of an 8-period day and have no time for anybody, or you can have 5 periods out of 8-period day, and you can have more connecting time with it. So when we talk about advancing the mission, it's the people that advance the mission. So we just want to equip the people to be able to do the mission better and better.
Talk about your staff.
Yeah, it is every survey that we've taken the last 10 years when people want to say what's the difference in CVCA, it is unanimously the people. So we would say that people have jobs and they have careers and they have callings, and it is so clear to me that this faculty and staff are called to be here. And when you're called to be here and you prioritize your affections, as in you love Jesus and then you love your students and then you love your expertise job after that, that is all the difference in the world. And I think families see that. I think the community sees that, and they start asking questions on, why is it that way? Is that something that I want to be a part of? What does this look like? And I think that's where we've seen the growth the last few years.
It's been evident. So and people are availing themselves of it, and they are really experiencing what Christian education is all about. And you talked about it. It's community. And the community is celebrated here on a Friday night. So, changing gears a bit, people see you, and you're kind of in a role tonight as president of CVCA, but this year is senior dad year as well.
Oh.
How's that going for you? How do you balance the two?
I think that we're going to fail him because we're not ready to be empty nesters yet. But
let me tell you, we're about a month down the road, and I don't think you're ever ready.
So it's awesome to see him celebrate kind of the last lap around the track. You've seen it. You've done it with your kids. And to see the maturity that happens, not just because you're 1 year older, but you've been in this community and now you're kind of expected to be responsible on your team or in SOBI or wherever God calls you, and then to see your kids kind of flourish as they get older, you were able to see that too.
So I think, this is a little off script, but we started when you started. I mean, you started well before us, but we started with our family here at CVCA then. And the first impression we had was the seniors meeting us for Jumpstart.
Yeah.
And that's where your son is today. That's where the whole host of seniors were that were just crowned homecoming king and queen. They built into the young kids' lives like nowhere else I've ever seen.
Well, and even this year we started the first 2 weeks with everybody going on orientation, and the seniors were leading the orientation. So it's not just Jumpstart, it's Ignition for the 6th grade, and then it's Launch Point for the 8th grade, and then Frosh Fest for the freshmen, and then even the juniors and the sophomores, all led by the seniors this year for about 2 weeks at Camp Carl. They just took ownership. So to see our boys, our students be able to do that is wonderful.
Absolutely. So, it's Friday night football, and I guess as we get to the end of our time with you, my most burning question is, speaking of the kids and the students, are we going to see you down in the student section in the second half?
Sometimes the cheerleaders entice me into the roller coaster cheer, which I love doing if I don't pull a shoulder when I do it. So I hope that I can, but at the score being 48-3,
it's kind of a... we want to show respect for our friends from Triway.
We shall see. But the one thing that, if I'm talking about cheering and cheering section with the students, before I go, I want to make sure I speak for everybody that's out there that's watching this live stream over the past few years. Tim, I can't thank you enough for what you are doing. Like this, we didn't do this before, and now this is part of our growth, and you take this so seriously and you invest your time and dollars into what this looked like. I just want to say thank you to all of the crowd that's out there, because they couldn't be a part of this unless you put yourself into it. So thank you.
First off, you're welcome on behalf of Chad, who's on his knees making sure the board works, Hunter Geiger's out there, Sean Mosher, Zach Nichols the last 4 years, Cody Anderson spent the last 3 years with us. This is one of the few good things that came out of COVID. When nobody could attend, we figured, put our heads together and said, what are we going to do?
Yep.
And talked with John Young, the athletic director here, on the Monday before that first Fairless game and said, I think we have a solution. He said, it's great when parents bring solutions and not problems.
No, that's it.
And it's taken off. So we're
just,
glad to do it.
Well, that's it. Think of what was a bad situation turned into a solution. Now that's turned into a tradition. So that's how the school grows. So, again, thanks to everybody that you just mentioned. So it's wonderful.
You're welcome. This has been Jason Spodnik, the president of CVCA and a senior dad. Thanks for being with us. I know you're really busy.
Thanks,
Go out
Tim.
and see some more alumni. And this is the Science 330 halftime report. The score at halftime, CVCA 48 and Triway 3. We'll be back in just a few moments for the rest of our halftime festivities. Halftime continues, 48-3, CVCA on top. The Royals band now entertaining the fans. We'll try and get through a few of our halftime activities that we have scheduled for you. This week in Royals athletic action, the boys soccer team moved up to 5th in the OHSAA Statewood poll. That's despite a loss last weekend to Hoban. CVCA rebounded with a win on Tuesday of this week against St. Mary, and they were in action yesterday against Orange. Girls soccer celebrated senior night on Wednesday and defeated Triway 6-1 overall. Royals girls soccer team 5-4-1 in the season, but just 5-1 in conference play. Girls tennis is rolling along. Defeated Revere earlier this week, and they've won about 7 matches in a row, I believe. So girls tennis, just 2 losses on the season, having an excellent season. Last Saturday, cross country traveled to the Spartan Invitational at Boardman. The girls team took 3rd place, and the boys finished 9th. Girls volleyball, what a season it has been. Undefeated until this week when they tasted defeat for the first time after 11 straight victories to start the season. The Triway Titans defeated them 3-1 in a battle of the 2 conference unbeatens. Royals got back to the winning track a day later, defeating Coventry at home, and yesterday they stopped Manchester in straight sets. Boys golf finished second in the PAC tournament this week, with CVCA's Cord Stegmeyer finishing second overall in the tournament with an 82. And finally, girls golf wrapped up their regular season on Wednesday in a match with Streetsboro. We're going to talk about Royals at the next level in the second half. We're going to skip ahead to this day in Royals history. Tonight's game is being played on September 22nd, and the Royals are a perfect 3-0 prior to today on this day in Royals history. CVCA defeated Kenmore 44-16 back in 2006, and they won at Fairport Harding 21-7 way back in 2000. But as you see on the screen, tonight we're going to look back at the 2017 game on this date between CVCA and Northwest. As a prelude to the game story, you may recall 2 weeks ago on this day in Royals history, we recounted the 2006 game against Keystone, where the Royals won a game despite having 0 passing yards. Well, that wasn't the case 6 years ago in the first ever meeting between CVCA and Northwest. In fact, those who were at Royal Stadium 6 years ago tonight witnessed the single best passing performance in the history of the Royals football program, as Elijah Payne completed 15 of 24 pass attempts for an even 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Payne stands alone atop the CVCA single-game passing yards record book because of it. CVCA and Northwest met for the first time ever in Northwest's first season in the PAC, and the Royals were looking to bounce back after a tough road loss at Fairless a week earlier. The first quarter was all CVCA, with the Royals jumping out to a 14-point lead. Payne connected with Christian Decepeda for a 53-yard touchdown to open the scoring. And when Trey Tucker added a 5-yard touchdown run, it seemed like the Royals were in the driver's seat. But Northwest answered with 2 scores of their own to open the second quarter. 2 big plays, a 66-yard touchdown pass of their own, and another touchdown, and that made it even. Here, we're going to get underway in the second half, so we'll continue to tell you about this day in Royals history as we start the third quarter with Calvin Warren kicking off for the Royals. So the Royals up 48-3. And as we start the second half, Cale Drone and Ollie Krupp are back deep to receive, and this one will bounce and be taken by an up man. It is Broderick Flinner, and Flinner Gets across the 25-yard line before he's taken down by a host of Royals. So back to that game 6 years ago. Northwest answered with those 2 scores of their own to open the second quarter, a 66-yard run by their quarterback and a 30-yard run by the running back that tied it at 14 all. But things were just getting started in that game. Just when the Indians were feeling some momentum, they kicked the ball to Trey Tucker. Well, bad move. The junior took the ball 86 yards for a touchdown and regained the lead for the Royals, and CVCA went to the halftime break 6 years ago ahead 21-14. We'll continue after this first play with the trips to the near side. And it looks like Holt, the quarterback, they'll run it on first down, and Mariola is just leveled. And he's going to feel that one in the morning. Here's the replay on that first play. That was Nick Schobert laying the wood, so the Royals definitely having some of the second stringers in there, but Schobert with a big tackle. Second down and 9. And it does appear to be Holt, I believe, at the quarterback spot. Quick pass, complete, and a first down. On the catch was Ali Krupp. So, back to the play 6 years ago. I mentioned at halftime it was 21-14. The third quarter started with Northwest receiving the kick 6 years ago tonight, and they capped a long scoring drive with a 17-yard touchdown, and it made it 21 all. Payne's big night continued when he hit Tucker on a go route down the home sideline. 78 yards later, the Royals were up 28-21. Or check that, they missed the extra point, so it was 27-21. First down now, and a flag down. Nice run by the quarterback, Holt, but it will come back after a penalty holding against Triway. So Elijah Payne and Trey Tucker hooked up on that 78-yard touchdown score. Extra point was missed, and the door was cracked open for the Indians. Northwest drove down and scored with just 90 seconds left on the clock, and their extra point was good, giving the Indians a 1-point lead. But Payne again led the Royals down inside the 10-yard line. But only 9 seconds remained in the game. Time for one more pass, or so the Northwest defense thought, and why not? Payne had already thrown for 300 yards, but CVCA dialed up Trey Tucker. The junior took a direct snap and scored from 9 yards out with just 5 seconds left on the clock. Northwest's final pass hit the turf, and the Royals won by a score of 33-28. Here, they'll replay first down. Holt pump fakes, throws, and finds a man complete. A nice play out across the 40-yard line to the 43. So on a personal note, thinking back to 6 years ago tonight, yours truly is thankful for technology as I watched Tucker's game-winning score on FaceTime from a hotel in Tokyo, Japan. One of 2 games I missed during my son's 4 years here at CVCA. Trey Tucker, though, made a good memory for all of those that were in attendance and for yours truly half a world away. It was one for the record books, and that's how it happened on this day in Royals history, September 22nd, 2017. Here tonight on this day, present in Royals history, it's a running clock in the third quarter. Triway with their first possession, trailing 48-3 here, trying to get something done here in the second half. They've got 1 first down on this drive, and it is 3rd down and 1. The Titans have started the second half with Braden Holt at quarterback, and Holt will hand off. Mariola weaves his way to a first down across midfield, and he's taken down on the Royals' 44-yard line. Next week, CVCA is on the road at Fairless. We mentioned that at halftime. The Fairless Falcons, always a tough place to play for CVCA or any team. But still business to be completed here tonight as Holt rolls to his left and looks and throws complete, and a quick takedown out of bounds. Brody Snyder on the catch.
Number 20, Brody Snyder, brought down by sophomore, number 11,
Kyron Fikes on the tackle. So it is the JV squad that is out there for CVCA in this second half. They've got a game tomorrow at Triway. It'll be 10 o'clock, so many of these same players will be in uniform down at Triway against the Triway JV tomorrow. Mariola through the middle and taken down by Evan Wenzel. He got some help. Mariota is close to a first down, though, and he is first down for the Titans. It's great to have Jason Spodnik with us at halftime, talking about CVCA, past and present. And again, the alumni having a great time in the end zone tonight in the VIP alumni section, about 500 of them enjoying the festivities down there, food trucks, and just a time to return back to Royal Stadium and CVCA. Jet sweep. Brody Snyder gets strung out. In there on the tackle for CVCA. We'll try and call it some of the younger names. James Swiger. Nick Schober in there as well as Alex Mamoni. We might see a little bit of Mamoni here in the second half. Mamoni and Nathan Cook both getting time at quarterback on the JV squad. Holt looks, and this one is almost intercepted on the far sideline. Evan Wenzel on coverage. Owen Walter was the intended receiver, so it's second down. Check that, it's third down and 7. Ball spotted on the 31-yard line. Clock is running with a 45-point lead for the Royals here in the second half. Trips to the near side. And Holt will roll that way. Throws complete. First down and more. Ball's on the ground, though, after the completion. Beanbag is thrown in there, and the Royals come up with it. Alex Shear had it, but he lost it. Here's the replay. Braden Harris comes up with the fumble. Shear on the catch, and Harris wrapped him up and stripped the ball from him. And the Royals get a turnover. 5:06 to go. Third quarter, and out comes Nathan Cook to man the offense for CVCA. Cook under center. He's going to hand off. And the Titans get some penetration. And on the carry was number 24 for CVCA. That's Zach Anderson. Heard of him. We got a chance to talk with Cody Anderson last time when there was a running clock in the second half. Big brother of Zach, who's a freshman here at CVCA. Cody helping us out the last 3 years. Another track meet tomorrow, or a cross-country meet. Where are you headed tomorrow?
Sandy Valley.
Sandy Valley. You got an early wake-up call to get down to Sandy Valley in the morning. Ball's on the ground, and Cook will fall on it. So out of the shotgun, that play goes awry, and it will be fourth down. Check that, third down and 15. That was second down and 9. So third and long. The Royals march backwards. It is still the first string in there for Triway. That's a good test for these young Royals. See what they can get done here in the second half. A tough ask right now, though, on third down and 15. Cook will operate out of the shotgun. Trips to the far side. Again, he bobbles the snap. He's going to run it himself and struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. So for the first time tonight, the Royals will punt it.
Sophomore Nathan Cook on the carry for the Royals. Brought down by number 44 for the Titans, Gavin Duncan.
And in to kick for CVCA is William Perot. And timeout is called by the Royals. And they'll set up for their punt. That'll give us a chance to talk about the Royals Power Meal program. And there was so much activity in the first half, we had trouble getting to this spot, so we'll talk about it now. The Royals Power Meal program continues with Team 28, with a local restaurant providing the Royals with a meal on the day before the game. And last week we were off the air and the Royals were on the road. But the Power Meal program continued with Texas Roadhouse in Stowe, located at 4310 Lake Point Corporate Drive, just off of Steele's Corners exit on Route 8. Everything is made fresh from scratch, even the bacon bits and the croutons and the dressings. Hand-cut steaks full and fall off the bone ribs. Legendary food, legendary service, starts with taking no shortcuts. Texas Roadhouse takes pride in every plate they serve. Mouth-watering yet? If so, stop on down this weekend at Texas Roadhouse in Stowe, and when you do, be sure to thank them for their support of Royals football and the Royals Power Meal program. So, the Royals stopped, and they've got the JV in, so William Perot back to kick for CVCA. See how the operation goes, and Perot gets it off. It's a high spiraling kick that bounces and goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So a 24-yard punt, and Triway will have good field position as they take over for the second time with 2:47 to go here in the third quarter. Clock does stop on the change of possession. Otherwise, it will continue to run, with the exceptions being change of possession, scores, and injuries if they do occur. So the Titans, first down and 10. They'll spot it actually at the 34-yard line where it went out of bounds. So great field position for Triway as they start this drive. Snowbarger back in. He hands off, and the Titans are going to get their first score of the night. Touchdown, Triway, one play, and a touchdown for the Titans, Vince Mariola. The Titans on the board. A 34-yard touchdown run for Vince Mariola. And it makes the score Triway, whether CVCA 48, Triway 9. In to kick the extra point is Drew Bishko. The holder is Braden Holt. And the long snapper is Luke Belcher. Bishko puts a boot into it, and it's through the uprights and good. Touchdown and extra point makes the score CVCA 48, Triway 10. As we've got a break, we're going to talk about our friends at MediaNet once again. MediaNet AV, empowering your vision. Advanced technology, exceptional service, unleash the power of your ideas with MediaNet AV. We blend cutting-edge technology and superior service to create custom audiovisual solutions tailored for you. For more information, contact Zach and the team at 888-275-4020. Again, 888-275-4020, or check them out online at MediaNetAV.com. We are thankful to Zach Novak and the folks at MediaNet AV who help us get on the air every single year. They are part of a conglomerate of folks that help us do what we do. If your church or your business has a need in the audiovisual area, it would behoove you to connect with MediaNet AV. And again, MediaNetAV.com is the website address. Thank you to them. Here, the Titans get their first touchdown of the night. Vince Mariola from 34 yards out. And it's 48-10. Bishko will kick off. And the Royals will get it at the 14-yard line. And out across the 31. Zach Anderson on the kick return for the Royals. So the Royals unable to move the chains on their first possession here in the second half. Nathan Cook got the last drive. We'll see if he's back out there on this drive. And this time it's going to be Alex Mamoni at quarterback. Third quarterback of the night for CVCA. And Mamoni will start out under center. Broken play. Mamoni will keep it himself. He's dragged down, and a flag is down. We will wait for the call. It's a face mask against Triway, so Mamoni and the Royals will march down 15 yards, courtesy of the men in stripes. That should move the ball to the 46-yard line. And yet they only march off 5 yards. So we'll scratch our heads, as will you. Apparently a 5-yard face mask variety. To start the game out, we had a 6-yard false start. And here we are going to get down to the end of the third quarter. So, as we've reached the end of 3 here at Royal Stadium, the score is CVCA 48 and Triway 10. And now this message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. And they wasted no time starting the fourth quarter. We missed a play with that promo, but we're back in action. And it looks like a timeout has been called. So they did run a play while you were watching the promo. A Zach Anderson run picked up a couple of yards. And what we will tell you is that as we start this fourth quarter, if you've got an interest in learning more about CVCA, you can join us at one of the upcoming activities here, an open house on October the 20th and a family preview night, 2 of them on November 1st and November 7th. You do need to register, so we encourage you to go to the CVCA website, cvcaroyals.org, and you can sign up for those 2 events. So what they did is they ran a play to start the fourth quarter going the wrong direction, and so they've just changed direction. It will be 2nd down and 3 on this second play of the fourth quarter, but they've reset the clock to 12 minutes. And so the referees reset things. It looks like an extra play. So Mamoni, backwards pass, and it's completed, but a loss on the play as Zach Anderson had it, but the Royals go backwards 4 yards. So Anderson did a good job to catch it. If he had dropped that ball, it would have been a live ball. Luke Belcher was in there on the tackle. It sets up 3rd and long for the Royals, 3rd down and 7. The crowd enjoying a first half of fireworks. 7 CVCA touchdowns. Here in the second half, running clock, so it's been a quick progression. Mamoni will keep it, and he's going to run right into the arms of one of the Triway Titans. And so the Royals will have to punt it again.
Number 25, Alex Mamoni on the carry for the Royals. Brought down by number 59, Roman Gilbert.
Triway's Roman Gilbert on the tackle of Alex Mamoni. And so the Royals will be in punt formation again. William Perot back to kick for CVCA. His first punt went out of bounds. Here's the second one. He gets it off. Again, a high, wobbly kick. It goes out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. They're going to spot that. We will see where they spot it. The Titans should get good field position in Royals territory. The referee still marching down, and he'll stop at the Royals' 44-yard line. That's where the Titans will set up 1st down and 10. So the last Titans drive was a one-play 34-yard touchdown run by number 1, Vince Mariola. Here, Braden Holt gets the next drive. So the Titans have been rotating quarterbacks. Holt is in there once again. He's going to pass it. Pump fakes. Now he's in trouble. Run to his left, and he's going to tuck it and run. He's got open field in front of him, directing traffic, and he is met at the first down sticks. Gain of 10 yards for Holt. On the tackle for CVCA, Michael Lewis. They'll mark Holt 1 yard shy of the first down, so officially 9 yards picked up on that play. Second down and 1 from the 35-yard line. Jet sweep, near side with blockers in front of him. Lewis was there, couldn't make the tackle, but Evan Wenzel was right behind him. But a nice pickup of a first down by Ali Krupp. Wenzel on the tackle, but Krupp gets the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. It's the CVCA JV against the Triway varsity here in the second half. Trips to the far side. Mariola gets it again, and this time no 34-yard touchdown run. He runs into Evan Wenzel, who drops him for no gain. Second down and 10 yards to go. Fourth quarter. Royals with a big lead, and they're going to record a big win on homecoming here. Handoff and a jet sweep once again. That was Broderick Flinner. The Royals string him out, a short gain. Third down and 4. William Perot in there on the tackle that time for CVCA. Our next broadcast will be in 2 weeks. It'll be senior night, CVCA and Northwest. Far side pass is caught and complete, which is redundant. First down. Cale Drown, rather, on the catch. In the red zone are the Titans once again from the 15-yard line. Holt flush to his left, tucks it, stays and looks to the end zone, wide open, touchdown. A touchdown pass for the Triway Titans. Ali Krupp on the touchdown reception, and the Titans get another one. 48-16, a 15-yard touchdown pass from Holt to Krupp. Drew Bishko out to kick the extra point again for the Titans. And the kick is through the uprights and good, so the score with 6:30 to go is CVCA 48, Triway 17. The difference still 31 points, so the clock will continue to run. It will run as long as there is a 30-point or more difference. And right now it is 31, but the Titans with their second touchdown of the second half, trying to make things a bit more respectable in the scorebook. It was all CVCA in the first half, though. The Royals with 7 touchdowns. And they're going to move their record to 4-2 tonight. Let's talk about the CVCA golf outing coming up. Registration still open for participants and sponsors for the 2023 CVCA Booster Club Golf Outing on Saturday, September 30th at Foxden Golf Course in Stowe. Scan the QR code now and register to sign up as a sponsor or a player. The primary mission of the Booster Club is to financially assist all athletic programs at CVCA. The Booster Club helps pay for state tournaments, uniforms, J-term trips, team devotional materials, and anything extra that the coaches might need to fulfill the CVCA Athletics mission statement of building Christ-like character as ambassadors for Christ through competitive excellence. Be sure to mark your calendar for Saturday, September 30th, 1 week from tomorrow, the 2023 CVCA Booster Club Golf Outing. Here, Drew Bishko is out to kick off once again for the Titans. CVCA still leading by 31 points, 48-17. Bishko launches this one deep, and it is taken at the 4-yard line. It's actually fumbled there and picked up. The Royals' return is out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. It's Zach Anderson again. So we were unable to talk to you about the Royals at the next level at halftime because halftime went so quickly. So we'll try and give you some updates on what CVCA alums are doing at the next level as we go through this next drive for CVCA. Trey Tucker made his NFL debut last week officially, and on his first touch ran the ball 34 yards on a jet sweep for the Las Vegas Raiders, but it wasn't enough. The Buffalo Bills beat the Raiders up 38-10 last week. You'll get a chance to watch Tucker on Sunday Night Football this week when the Raiders are in action at home hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. First play for the Royals on that drive. It looks like Alex Mamoni back in, and he picks up about 4 yards for the Royals. Former Royal Josh Junko is in his redshirt senior season at Pittsburgh, but the Panthers have started 1-2. Last week, they lost a renewal of the backyard brawl in Morgantown as West Virginia defeated Pitt 17-6. The Panthers return home tomorrow when Pitt hosts North Carolina on the ACC network at 8 o'clock. Second down and 6 for the Royals. Spumoni brings the play into the huddle, and we're closing in on 5 minutes to go in this contest. Whistles blow, and the Royals call timeout. So we'll continue to talk about the Royals at the next level during this timeout. The Wheaton Thunder have started out 2-0. Last week, former Royal J.T. Nichols got in late as the Thunder thrashed Illinois Wesleyan 47-16. The 10th-ranked Thunder play tomorrow night at home against Augustana before taking on defending Division III national champion North Central in a week in the annual battle for the Little Brass Bell. 2020 Royals graduate Austin Williams, Division II Hillsdale College Chargers have started out 0-3. They lost last week to Ashland. Tomorrow the Chargers entertain. It says they entertain Ashland at home, so they couldn't have lost to Ashland last week. But nevertheless, they did lose. It's 0-3. Back here, CVCA looking to go 4-2. They've got a third down, or rather a second down and 5. Momoni will keep it and run right, looking for a blocker to pave some space in front of him. Picks up a couple of yards. It'll be third down and 3. The Division III Bluffton Beavers have lost 2 straight. Former Royal Andre Price Jr., the older brother of Draylen Price, caught 6 passes for 44 yards in the season opening win. Tomorrow the Beavers visit winless Franklin College in Indiana. Here's a story. The Worcester Scots fell to 1-2 with a 49-20 loss to Ohio Wesleyan last week, but it's already been a big year for former Royals wide receiver Jordan Lewis, who caught touchdown passes on consecutive weeks for the Scots to start the year. Dylan Byers, a 2023 graduate, is also a member of the Scots as a freshman. Tomorrow they host Kenyon College. Here, whistles blow, and it's a delay of game penalty against CVCA. And so they'll march 5 yards off against the Royals coming out of a timeout. That's the last thing you want to do, is have a penalty. A delay of game penalty, no less. The ball is kicked back and the referees have to retrieve it. Meanwhile, that clock continues to run. So maybe it's a good thing at this point in the game. It'll shorten the game. In the OAC, Brandon Riley and the Marietta Pioneers fell to perennial powerhouse Mount Union last week, 28-0. This week they'll host Otterbein, and Should be a much easier challenge for Marietta as conference play in the OAC continues. 3rd down and 8. Mamoni rolls to his left. He'll look to throw it. He's got a man wide open, and it's Zach Anderson. Anderson, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. CVCA touchdown, Zach Anderson. We talked to Cody Anderson 2 weeks ago. Let's talk to him again. Cody, how you feeling?
That was amazing. It was a great catch, wide open too.
You got the replay for your brother?
I do.
Here it is. You call it, Cody.
So first, he was definitely, it was weird because he's normally a running back. So I'm like, it's got to be weird. He's lining up on the side because that's normally not what he does. Comes over, you see he's wide open as he's running. I'm like, please catch it as he's running. He catches it. I'm like, yes.
And the extra point is up, and it is
Good.
Through the uprights and good. And Zach Anderson, younger brother of Cody, who's been with us for 3 years, gets his first varsity touchdown. And with the extra point for CVCA, the kick is good. Luke McQuillan gets his first varsity extra point for CVCA. 55-17, and boy, you got to feel good about that, huh?
Yeah.
You going to come back next year at homecoming, Cody, and see your brother play?
Definitely. Definitely something I'll make sure I do.
We put you on the air 2 weeks in a row here. Folks, if you could see it, the smile on Cody Anderson's face is as big as I've ever seen. And I'm sure it's the same for Mom and Dad and your brother, Zach, as well.
Yeah.
So, all right. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go. And the Royals winning big tonight. It's 55-17. We've got one more Royal at the next level. We'll talk about James Tosello at Rocky Mountain College in Billings, Montana in the Frontier Conference of the NAIA. Last week, the Battling Bears dropped their first game of the year after 2 wins to start the season, a nail-biter 21-20 against 10th-ranked Carroll College. Tomorrow, Rocky Mountain travels to Eastern Oregon University, which is a long way from CVCA, but that is where the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears will play, and they'll take on the Eastern Oregon University Mountaineers. So here it's homecoming, and homecoming is a big victory tonight, 55-17 and still 2:33 to go. Our next CVCA broadcast will be in 2 weeks, and that broadcast will be Northwest and CVCA on senior night. McQuillan out to kick off for CVCA. And he puts a boot into it. It's an end-over-end kick taken at the 19-yard line. Drown has it going east-west, trying to get the corner, but he won't. He's taken down to the 31-yard line, and that is where the Titans will take over. Michael Lewis in there on the tackle. And we'll see who comes out for the Titans to start this drive. So as we wait for that, we will again tell you that tune in 2 weeks. Senior night at CVCA, Northwest and CVCA. And we'll start at approximately 6:30, but check, as they say, check your local listings or check online. We may move that up depending on how many seniors we have to honor on Friday, October the 6th. It's the last home game of the season, at least of the regular season, for the Royals. They'll finish up with 3 of their last 4 on the road. The Royals are battling for a home playoff spot in Division III Region 9. The loss last week to Canton South put a little bit of a damper on that. They currently are 13th in the standings. Top 16 make it out of Region 9. But if they continue to win out, there's an outside chance of a home game here in Week 11. Right now, final 2.5 minutes, and the ball's on the ground. Will the Royals come up with it again? It looks like this one is going to stick with the Triway Titans. And it looks like the Titans have finally thrown in the towel. And it probably is where it looks like the JV is out there for a few snaps. These two squads will go at it again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Triway JV against CVCA's JV down at Triway. Not much there for the Titans. Try and get a number for you on the running back. It might have been number 26 rather, Alex Robinson on the carry. Robinson, a freshman for the Titans. Down to a minute 10 left in this one. So in the post game, we'll see if we can get a few of the highlights in the first half ready to show you. I hope you stick around for that. And we'll get you on your weekend, on your way to your weekend. Jet sweep for the Titans. The running back gets the corner and is wrestled out of bounds by the CVCA defense. The carry on that play was Wilson James, another freshman for the Titans. The tackle for CVCA was made number Reed Jones. Check that, it was number 30. Yeah, I believe that was Will Hyatt on the tackle for CVCA. Final play from Royal Stadium tonight. The Royals 55 and Triway 17, under 20 seconds. Thank you for being with us tonight on CVCA Livestream. The snap is high and the quarterback is going to be sacked. And that's a apropos way to end it. Jackson Clippinger is taken down. JoJo Newmeyer for CVCA on the sack. And that was fourth down, so a change of possession will occur. 8.1 seconds mercifully left on this clock. The Royals will go to 4-2 tonight. A huge 55-17 homecoming victory. Big pass play just a few moments ago to Zach Anderson from Alex Mamoni to put a bow on this one, and they wind the clock. They will not have to snap it again. This one is going to end a final tonight from Royal Stadium. CVCA 55 and Triway 17. This one was over early. Three first period touchdowns for the Royals, 4 more in the second quarter, 48-3 at halftime. And all academic in the second half, unless you are Zach Anderson and Alex Mamoni, and they've got a highlight to talk about for some time. The Royals defeat Triway. Once again, these two teams will be back in action with their JV squads tomorrow. You can watch that on NFHS Network on a automated production, courtesy of the Triway Titans. Here, we will be back in 2 weeks when CVCA and Northwest play on senior night. And there it is. Check your local social media network outlets. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at CVCA Livestream. Right now, we're planning to start at 6:30 on senior night, but again, that could get moved up with the number of seniors that have to be honored across the multiple sports. So, nevertheless, we'll talk with you and be with you in a couple of weeks once again. Here, 55-17, the final score. And Chad Dar back at my side. Chad, you got some highlights to show us, and here we go. Early on, first touchdown of the night, Joey Kopech. And the only points for the Titans in the first half, a 37-yard field goal by Drew Bishko. And he put it right through the uprights. It probably would have been good from 47. Charlie Levac faked the pass and waltzed into the end zone for his first touchdown of the night, 14-3 CVCA. And after a turnover on downs, the easiest touchdown Ty Bova will ever have, wide open. And here's that onside kick that followed, 21-3. And the Royals got the onside kick right there. And not long after that, Again, Levac put it in the air this time. He found Joey Kopech, his second touchdown catch of the season. Kopech had a big night tonight. Here he is again with another touchdown. Kopech's third of the evening, second on the ground. And that made it 28-3 CVCA. They were not done, far from done. This is a touchdown pass. And Ricky Levac on the catch there. Second half action now. The first touchdown of the night for Triway. That was Triway's Vince Mariola on the touchdown. And here's the big play of the second half for the Royals. On a 3rd and long, the 27-yard line. A 73-yard touchdown pass from Alex Mamoni to Zach Anderson. First touchdown pass and reception for both of those players. And homecoming at CVCA tonight, a huge win for the Royals, 55-17. Once again, we're thankful that you joined us here tonight on CVCA Livestream. We hope you enjoyed the coverage. We always enjoy bringing it to you. And as we get toward the end of our evening, we want to give you some reminders about how we do things that we do. But before we do that, next week the Royals go on the road to visit Fairless for one final time at Fairless. CVCA looks for its first road win of the season next week. They'll look to go 5-2. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks tonight when CVCA Livestream returns. Amazingly, it will already be senior night, as we've been talking about, the final regular season home game on Friday, October 6th. The Northwest Indians will make a visit to CVCA and will bring the action back to you. Before we go off the air tonight, we will check out the out-of-town scoreboard one final time and see what we have for updates. And no updates, so we'll bring that off the screen right there. 55-17 is the only score that really matters here tonight. Before we go, special shout-out to those who helped bring you the action. And those are Senior Executive Consultant John Powell, Chris Gerard, John Mahoney of Streaming Alchemy, Peter Tellep of LPV Productions, James Lex of the Champion Sports Network, Kristen Nichols Photography, and special thanks this week to Andrew Markham of Triway and Josh McWilliams of the Worcester Daily Record. And again, before we go off the air, we'll bring you the out-of-town scores one final time, as they seem to have loaded now. Those that we have: fourth quarter, Canton South 21, Manchester 14. Poochie Snyder must have got the night off tonight. Orville has come back to take the lead against Fairless,